Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. In obituary news this morning, Mrs. Betty Curtis, formerly of Childersburg, she passed away on Sunday. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, announcing. Graveside service for Virginia Southwest, age 98 of Sylacauga, scheduled for today at 1 o'clock from Mount Pleasant Baptist Church Cemetery in Fayette County. And Mrs. West died November the 8th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. And in lieu of flowers, a family request donation be made to a favorite charity. Online memorials at CurtisandSonFH.com, Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. In other obituary news this morning, funeral service for Pastor Jimmy Edward Garrett, age 63, is today at Mount Olive Baptist Church in Childersburg at 1 o'clock, with Brother Purcell the Apostle Lane officiating, burial in the Lily Roden Cemetery of Childersburg. Pastor Garrett died November 7th in Childersburg. He was the founder of the Walking by Faith Ministry of Childersburg. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org, Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Memorial service for Barbara Farr Hathcock, age 67, will be Saturday, November 17th at 1 o'clock from the Chapel of Kilgore Funeral Home in Pell City. The family will receive friends from noon until 1 at the funeral home. Ms. Hathcock died November the 7th. In lieu of flowers, donation can be made to A-Team Ministries, 1809 Oxmoor Road, Homewood, Alabama, 35209. It'll be toward pediatric cancer support. Online condolences at KilgoreFH.com, Kilgore Funeral Home in Pell City, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Johnny Lee Jackson, age 67, is today at Settlement Road, Church of Christ in Sylacauga at noon, with Pastor Andrew Thomas officiating, burial in the Settlement Road Church of Christ Cemetery in Sylacauga. Mr. Jackson died November 5th in Sylacauga. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org, Community Funeral Home, directing. Mr. Johnny Russell of Alexander City died Friday, November the 9th at Russell Medical Center, Wright's Funeral Home, Alexander City, announcing. Mr. Embry Wyckoff of Alexander City died Saturday, November 10th at Russell Medical Center. Wright's Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. And funeral service for Mr. Charlie Benson Crouch Jr., age 72 of Jackson's Gap, will be Wednesday at 2 from Jackson Gap Baptist Church, with the Reverend Charlie Horton officiating, burial in the Jackson Gap Cemetery. The family are receiving friends at the church from noon until 2 on Wednesday. Mr. Crouch died Sunday, November the 11th at his residence. He was a member of the Jackson's Gap Baptist Church. In lieu of flowers, a family requests that memorial contribution be made to the Jackson's Gap Baptist Church Youth Group or to the Jackson's Gap Baptist Church Children's Ministry, 22 East Church Street, Jackson Gap, Alabama, 36861. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at langleyfuneralhome.com, Langley Funeral Home, directing. These obituaries this morning brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg.